So, can day trading really help you escape the 9 to 5? I'm going to go over it in today's video. I have been day trading for 10 years and I have escaped the 9 to 5. So, if you want to stick around to the very end, I'm going to give you a few insights and tips that help me get there. By the way, if you can't stick through a 5 to 10 minute video, you're probably not going to be making it as a day trader anyways. So, let's get started. So, the reality of it is it actually realistic for you to be able to replace your income in your job? And there's going to be a lot of people, specifically on YouTube and other social medias, that will not really elaborate on this a lot. And here's why. So you need to think about how much you're earning from your income right now. Let's say that, on average, it's like $3,000 or $4,000 a month. Realistically, in order for you to be able to even get to that amount of money in day trading, first of all, you have to have a successful strategy and you need to have the capital. So if you make 2 or 3%, let's say on a $100,000 account, that's 2 or 3 thousand. That's basic math right there. Do you have $100,000 right now? Say that. Most like for the huge fucking majority of you, the answer is probably going to be no. So how long realistically is going to be able to take you to make enough money to be able to quit your job? And that, again, it really depends on what your lifestyle is. So normally, this is why I advocate a lot to always have at least one other source of income. So whether it be your job on top of day trading or if you have an online business. By the way, if you haven't started an online business yet, I highly recommend, you probably have some skills right now you don't know about. Do that on top of day trading because most of the people that even want to quit their 9 to 5 is because they want to be able to have the freedom, the lifestyle freedom. They want to be able to go and do what they want to do whenever they feel like doing it. Not because they want to buy Lambos. Don't get me wrong, the cars are cool and everything, but that's not why most people even want to do it. How much capital do you need before you can safely leave it? Honestly, you need to have enough lifestyle. You need to have enough expenses for, I'm going to say, about 6 months. So let's say your rent and your food, your cost of living is $2,000 a month. Bare minimum, you need like $10,000 to $12,000. So if you really stack up money and you have, a side hustle and you save your money on top of learning day trading, you can get there a lot more quickly. And it's not going to take you a super long time. I'll go over that in today's video as well. So some of the chances of actually making a full-time income from day trading, I'm not going to lie to you, it's incredibly slim. That's why, they say what, 70, 80% of day traders, they end up losing money. So not just gaining little money or just breaking even, losing money. So you need to think about how much of the general population even tries this shit at all. So all you have to do really to succeed is just not quit. Just don't quit, and that's the answer to it. And I know, that seems really fucking obvious, but if you really want to try to do this, imagine what happens if you do quit. Then your problem isn't solved. Your problem just got worse because you decided to fucking quit. So day trading, is it more stressful than working 9 to 5? It definitely can be, and you need to evaluate not how much money that you have or what you need to save up. Evaluate what your stress levels look like or how neurotic of a person you are. Is there a single gambling bone inside your body? Thankfully for mine, it's not. I haven't gambled ever. I know that day trading, hypothetically, can be considered gambling sometimes. But are your stress levels high? Are you gonna, have a mental breakdown if you lose a handful of trades or if you blow your account? Most long-term day traders have blown their account at least one time. So most, if not all, of their capital that they worked and saved up for is gone. And they have to start, technically they have to start over again, but they have the skills and they have the repertoire and everything. They have the intuitive uh, day trading abilities that they've built up over years. And unfortunately, it kind of does take quite a few years for you to be able to build that. The biggest financial risk of quitting a job for trading, if you don't have any other marketable skills. That is also why I said you need to do something on the side on top of trading. So let's say for some reason you only make trading your single source of income. Having just one source of income, period, is very risky. That's not something that you want to be doing to yourself. That is not a situation that anyone, especially men, need to be putting themselves inside of. So if you make day trading your only source of income and you have a few bad weeks or you have a bad month, or let's say that even you blow your account, unfortunately, then you have nothing. Then you have to work again. So that's going to destroy your mentality. It's going to seem like you're going back to square one. Now, you need to explain to your new employer and this new job that you're getting what you've been doing for the last whatever amount of time that you've been spending day trading. So it's going to be very hard to reintegrate yourself into the workforce. This is going to be a very negative video, but I promise you there's going to be a few positive tidbits at the very end too. But I'm not going to bullshit you guys. This stuff is actually quite challenging, so that's why I'm here to help you. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. I just hit like 1,500 subscribers, and I'm really thankful for every one of you guys that are watching my videos. How much experience, though, do you need to have before considering quitting your job? Not so much the experience, but if you've been trading for less than 1 or 2 years, don't even think about quitting your job yet. Unless you have, like I said, if you have 2 or 3 other sources of income, if you have something that is keeping you sustained for your expenses and you're building a little bit of cash flow on top of that, then yeah, I would consider doing it. Can you learn to trade while also still working the 9 to 5 though? Yes, absolutely you can. That is what I did. I think I started learning. I was in my job for about a year and a half, and I realized that I'm not going to be able to do that for 30 plus years. So I learned first, I learned how to do business, like marketing and stuff, online businesses. All my businesses that I made are online. The first handful I did like e-commerce, almost everything under the sun, except for SaaS and like cold calling people and shit. Those are the only businesses I've never done. Besides that, I've tried like practically every form of online business, and this shit is hard, but it's definitely worth it. So yeah, you can. And I had like 60-hour work weeks. Thankfully, I don't have kids, and I'm not married or anything. If you guys do, I can definitely understand the struggle. It's going to be a little bit more challenging for you to get there. But yeah, you can definitely learn how to trade. You're going to have to ask yourself what you can cut out. So if you've got social media, if you play a lot of video games, if you just cut one of those things out, if you hang out with a lot of people, you're going to have to make some sacrifices along the way. Skills that are separate profitable traders from those who fail. Obviously, you have to learn how to control your emotions. Every single person, though, who I've ever met who is a long-term successful trader always had 1 or 2 other sources of income. They were rational, logical people. They were very non-reactive. So something even out of the extraordinary would probably happen. They weren't like emotionally reactive kinds of people. And these weren't scalpers either. I would say it really takes a different type of person to be a scalping trader. But if you're deliberate and patient, most of the trading I do is intraday or it's swing trades. And those are where most of the profitable traders come from. Excuse me. So how much savings should you have before starting to go full time? Bare minimum, $1,000 to $2,000, and you need to have enough lifestyle expenses for you to have saved up. If you live in a really expensive part of the world, honestly, you can go to like Bali, or you can go. I can't really think of a whole lot of places in Europe that are really lower cost, but places like Bali, Indonesia are just really low cost of living. You can live there for less than $1,000 a month, and at that point, even if you're just trading, you're going to be around a lot of other people that are networking and doing, YouTube or doing other kinds of shit. So you'll definitely learn how to make money just by hanging out with these kinds of people. Should the transition, though, should it be slow, or should you quit all at once? Definitely, it should be slow, because you need to keep in mind that it is risky, and the reality of quitting your job, you better hope that you can even be able to go back to your workplace or be able to get another job after that if for some reason day trading might not work out. On top of that, you might not even enjoy day trading at all, or like the reality of being, I'm going to call it a full-time trader, because a lot of the time when you're trading, the more trades that you make, the more money that you have to lose. So that's another reason why you need something else to do. So I think I just finished a trade. I just finished a gold trade, and I'm not going to I'll have the whole rest of the day to do whatever it is that I want. So yeah, if you have another business to work on, start another side hustle, do something else. The biggest financial mistake that traders make when trying to go full time: any kind of debt whatsoever, or if you have debt at all. If you do have debt, you should probably consider paying that off first, because if you try day trading and you lose money with day trading and you still have debt, you're digging your hole way deeper and you're just making the situation more worse for yourself. And as time goes on, you're going to have like years that pass by that you're not going to be able to get back. And you don't really have anything else to show for it. And I've seen some of these guys will put themselves into debt doing trading, and then they'll try to revenge trade to get themselves out of debt, and it's a very vicious cycle. Do not put yourself into there. Does day trading actually give you more freedom than a 9 to 5? Yes, 100% it would. I do not regret anything. Definitely do not regret day trading either. It is hard. It's challenging. It gives you lifestyle freedom. You can live wherever you want. There is no cap to how much money that you could potentially make. So I mean, you can take care of your family. That's like one of the main reasons why also I wanted to do day trading as well. I don't even have a car. Cars are cool, man, but honestly, they just complicate your life. And if you're trying to do traveling and shit, it's just gonna make things harder for you. Are you gonna have more free time? Yeah, like I just said, man. Like it takes me 10, 20 minutes to knock out a trade, and I'll be lucky if I have 3 trades in a week. And I'll be looking at the charts, and nothing will show up. You can't force the market to do anything. Don't allow trading to take over your life either, because you need to ask yourself, are you doing it for just a change of location or in lifestyle? You can learn how to do something else online so that you can live somewhere else. Don't allow trading to take over your life. You don't want to be sitting there because you're just replacing one form of slavery with another. You don't want to be a slave to the charts. Because I've seen some people like that and they're kind of miserable. And unfortunately, again, a lot of those traders are scalping traders too, and they'll sit there and they'll be looking at the charts all day, waiting for something to happen. Something might not even happen at all. And in that time, you could have been doing something like you could have been building a business or another skill. How does it compare to other ways of escaping the 9 to 5? Investing or business. Investing in business are a little bit different. How does it compare to other ways of escaping it, though? Um, you get to do whatever you want. Being able to wake up and go to sleep whenever you want, or if you like to, if you're hanging out with your friends and it's a weeknight, most of the time you wouldn't be able to do that if you're working, unless you, for some reason, get some of the weekdays off, or if your schedule is a little bit different. By far, that's a lot of the crossover similarities when it comes to investing and in business. So, even if day trading isn't for you, this isn't much of a business channel, but I'm going to do some like crossover recommendations. If you're considering starting an online business or even like a YouTube channel, I definitely recommend it. The pressure of making money from trading harder than a regular job. Yes, it is because you can't trade your time for money in trading. You can trade all the time that you want in trading, and you can actually lose money. There's a greater possibility that you will end up actually losing more money the more time that you do trade or the time that you give with day trading. When it comes to trading, when you spend more time on it, you need to have a less is more mentality. I'm not saying just look at the chart for 5 and 10 minutes and walk away because nothing happened. There's going to be a few times when something will be there if you just sit and you're patient enough. Also, don't be looking at 20 or 30 different assets all at the same time, unless you're doing things long term. So if you have a side portfolio in crypto or something like that, that's a little bit different because you're going to be holding on to that shit for weeks or months. How do you handle the emotional highs and lows of trading? That's kind of a hard question to answer, and that's a very common thing. I actually had somebody ask me that a few days ago in one of my calls. By the way, if you want to find out how to be a successful, like long-term, profitable day trader, or if you just have any questions in general, I have a link down in the comment section. You can go ahead and book a call with me. Up until next couple of weeks, they are going to be free. After that, I'm going to be start charging fees for some of you guys to get in, so you definitely want to take advantage of that. But you want to be able to manage some of the highs and lows that you have. I would say if whether you win or you lose, just close, like take a step away from the charts. A lot of people recommend journaling and documenting what your thoughts were, what your feelings were during the trade. I would say just start a YouTube channel. If you really want to do trading, go ahead and start a YouTube channel. I'm not saying sell a course or anything. I don't sell a course, and I'm probably not going to ever. I will be starting a newsletter though, so if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and drop a comment down below. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be signals or anything, but I want to be able to give you guys like regular pieces of advice are things that I can help you with. The mindset shift that are necessary to make the transition successfully. You need to recognize that you're not going to be able to trade your time for money anymore, that the world and the charts don't guarantee you anything. You're not obligated to receive anything. You need to let go of your entitlement and of your ego, and that is a hard thing for a lot of humans to accept, period. All right, see you all later.